Do you ever imagine living in a world of love and acceptance? Well, let's talk about that. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Reverend Sharon Renae, and welcome to this week's Sunday Inspiration, sponsored by Spiritually Centered. And today I really want to talk about the topic of love, but not just love of a movie or love of the smell of freshly cut grass. I want to talk about a deeper love. I want to talk about unconditional love, and what does that look like to you? Do you ever spend time imagining yourself in this space of unconditional love, where you're accepting other people for where they're at, that you are recognizing the divinity of who they really are, that wonderful divine essence of the Creator, of Spirit, of God, of the universe? Because each of us have that within us. We are all linked together through this oneness. And it's kind of sad that we choose to not get along or to hate our neighbor, and to also, when we even have the audacity to think that Spirit chooses sides between us, when really, I can't believe that. Spirit loves us all unconditionally. Unconditionally. That means that we are loved regardless of what we are thinking, of what we are doing, of what we are saying, that if we're taking care of ourselves or not, we are still loved. And that energy loves us so much, it creates the energy of what we are doing to show up in our life, which also says that this wonderful energy of love is giving us individual power. Now take that love and magnify it with love and without judgment. And to see the love in your neighbor, to love them regardless of where you might be in your mind of disagreement. But imagine an earth filled with humanity that comes together as a community to support each other, not using a ladder and people climbing on top of each other to get to the top, because there is no competition in love, that everything is equal and we cannot lose what is ours by divine right. And therefore, if we accept that and we live in this state of love, we know that we can't take what belongs to anybody else, and they can't take it from us. But what we can do as stewards of this love is to share from our hearts, from our resources to each other, to support each other. And that's the awakening in humanity, that coming together in that unconditional state of oneness, of love. And unconditional love means that there is no lack. It means there is no illness. There's no poverty. Everything is supported, that we have everything that we need is provided through this wonderful love and acceptance. But can you imagine that everyone is loved equally? Everyone is supported equally. Everyone has the right to be who they are, and they are loved for that. Just imagine somebody loving you for all of your quirks, for all of your positive traits, for all of your negative traits, and they don't care whichever is showing up, because they love you unconditionally. And when we learn that we are not broken and that love resides within us, we can empower ourselves and we can change the world. So I ask you to join me, not just in seeing a peaceful world, but seeing a world that is embedded in the unconditional love of oneness. And until next time, namaste.
Took a left, then a right, then I circled back. Tripped onward, fell off the track. But every little stumble had something to teach. Even when the end felt out of reach, the long way still gets you there. Even if you wander, even if you stare at the map like it's written in code, you're still walking your own road. Twist and turn, stop and stare. The long way still gets you there. Tried to share my thought, but the words got tight. Said too little, said too much, didn't get it right. They smiled polite, I lost my nerve. But sometimes the path is more curve than swerve. Even in the silence, something shines through. If it matters to you, it'll carry you to the long way steps you there. Even if you're doubting, even if they zone out, every step is part of a song. Even when it feels all wrong, breathe it in, say a prayer. The long way still gets you there. Some roads look messy, some don't make sense. Some start slow and end intense. But spirits walking every mile, at spiritually centered, we trip in style. But keep on going, the long way still gets you there. Even if it's late, even if it's rare, you're not lost, you're just missing.